Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. This week for Menu Monday we're doing something a little different, and that is just showing you what we had this week for dinners, weeknight dinners. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do, let me know so I can do more of these. Let's get started. Monday's dinner, meatloaf and mashed potatoes, which I made in the Instant Pot. The first thing you do is cut up your potatoes. Well, you wash them first. Cut them out and put them into the bottom of the pot, and then you add a cup of water. Next, you're going to prepare the meatloaf, which sits on top of the potatoes in a pan that will fit. I have the round Ekavana stacking pans. I got this recipe from Six Sisters stuff back in 2022, and I purchased them back then and they work great. You can also make a foil pan or use any other metal pan that'll fit inside your Instant Pot. Okay, I'm just adding all the ingredients in here. The only thing I didn't have was oatmeal, so I used some panko breadcrumbs instead. Now for the soup you use half, and the other half you're going to save and mix it with Worcestershire sauce and brown sugar, and that's going to be your topping / gravy. We're just going to get it all combined, and we'll put this in the pan and put it on top of our potatoes and our cup of water. The one thing I forgot to do is put my trivet in here so I could pull it out easy. So I did have a bit of an issue, but it worked out. We're going to set this for 30 minutes pressure cooking and then do a quick release. Now I put a pan down here because I stuck mine in the oven on broil for about 5 minutes. I can't remember if this recipe said that or if it's another one I have, but I like to do that. And you can see me struggling here trying to get it out, but I eventually just tilted it sideways. But you have to drain out the water from the potatoes, so I was careful. There wasn't that much left. I was just checking the temperature of the meat to make sure it was cooked before I took it outside, and it was. So for the potatoes, I'm going to add some milk, butter, and I did some whipped cream. And I meant to use heavy whipping cream instead of milk, but I didn't, and it turned out fine. It was delicious. Everything was good, and I served it with some Brussels sprouts. I just steamed them in the microwave. Here's everything all ready. Just waiting on Big Daddy to get home from work, and I'll show you our finished plates. I hope you try it. It's really good. This orange chicken stir fry was so easy. I saw it on Facebook. In here I put in the soy sauce and the orange juice, but I wasn't recording, so I apologize for that. But you leave the chicken in here to absorb some of the liquid and then add in your vegetables. Then you just cook this until the chicken's cooked through and the vegetables are crisp, tender. It was so good. The flavor was delicious. The only thing I wish I had done differently is use a bigger pan. It certainly needed one. I hope you give it a try. It's a lovely, easy weeknight dinner. We sprinkled ours with a little bit of everything but the salt. Now we're going to try some creamy meatballs and gnocchi, and all you do is put the meatballs in your slow cooker with 2 jars of pasta sauce and a half cup heavy whipping cream. Now I saw this on a YouTube video from a channel called Southern Frugal Mama, and she has several recipes in this video that I'm going to link in the description box below. Now I followed it somewhat. Big Daddy and I are not fans of ricotta cheese, so I changed that to heavy whipping cream. Not heavy whipping cream, I'm sorry, whipped cream cheese. And I sort of messed this meal up, honestly. I had not written down the directions, which I should have done, but it still tasted good. So we're going to put this in here. 3 hours, supposed to be high. I put it on low by mistake, but I just put it on high for another hour at the end, and then it was ready to go for round 2. Okay, now that all this is cooked and the sauce is warm and the meatballs are cooked through, we're going to add in the cheeses. The first thing I should have added was the gnocchi, but I didn't. So I got my cheeses in there, I mixed them all up. It was looking so pretty, and when I went to put the lid on, I'm like, wait a minute, where's the gnocchi? So I had to mix it all back together and put the gnocchi in there. Then you cover it and put it on high for an additional hour, which I did do. And coming up, you're going to see our finished plates. I think what I need to do is go back and watch the recipe, write the description down as she tells you how to do it, and put it in my paprika. So, here come our finished plates, and I hope you give it a try. Now go over and check out her rest of her recipes on the link in the description box. Today, air fryer pork chops, and these are really quite simple. When I mix the cornflake mixture, I made double, so I had it all ready to go this time. So we put flour in one bowl, and then in the next I'm going to put 2 eggs, some Dijon mustard, some water, and a little bit of salt. It said half a teaspoon. Then in the third one, I'm going to put in my cornflake mixture, and I'll list on this video right here when I pour it in what's in it. Now we have our breading station ready. We can go ahead and dip the pork chops into each bowl and then put them on a baking sheet that I'm going to take outside. Our air fryer is outside. We've set up like an outdoor kitchen for the summer so that I don't have to use these appliances inside. I'm preheating the air fryer out there to 360 degrees, and then we put these in. I did them in 2 batches. You want to cook them 5 minutes each side for a total of 10 minutes, and then just make sure it's cooked to temperature. I did mine to like 150. And then once they're all done, you just bring them in, plate them up with whatever side you'd like. Here are our finished plates. These are delicious. I hope you give them a try. Here's a night in RV life. Big Daddy home. He's throwing the dogs on the grill.
The dogs.
Woof, woof. And then down here in the Ninja we have a fries. So guess what's on the menu?
Hot dog with french fries.
Yep. And homemade hot dog buns. So you'll see our finished plate in just a moment.